right, race fans. Welcome to TurnLeftTV. Be ready for some high-speed action tonight. Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to California.
This is TurnLeftTV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. The High Octane Racing League Buschwackers Series hits Sonoma. A little road course action tonight for race number 5 of the season. It's twists, it's turns, it's uphill, it's downhill, it's a lot of frustration, but who's got what it takes to bring home the victory? Well, there's only one way to find out, and that's watch it right here on TurnLeftTV. Well, a little road course action tonight here in the Xfinity Series. It's Sonoma Raceway, 40-lap race, race number 5. Let's get this party started. All right, thank you so much for coming in and joining me here on TurnLeftTV. We got a good one here for you tonight. Woo, it's a road course. Guys are turning their nose up. Some guys are like, hey, I love it, man. I'm all about these road courses. Wow, look at that little map there. That little Sonoma Raceway map. That's a small course. What is that, a go-kart track? Hey, it's route number 5, 40-lap race tonight. And this is Sonoma Raceway. And I think the guys are going to be up on the wheel and trying to really beg for those passes tonight, man. Should be a fun one. Last time we were here, it was a lot of fun. At least fun from my perspective. I was broadcasting the thing, so that's coming up tonight, baby. It's Sonoma. Looks like you got about 8.5 minutes left to go in the practice session before we get things started. Tonight's race is brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you are interested in an rFactor 2 server, there are 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from. That is EliteHostingUSA.com. That's who provides our servers here at HighOctaneRacing.net. Don't forget to join us over there for us. You get updates of schedules, point standings, what series we happen to be running, all that mess, and a quick link to our Discord server where we do most of our business. That's HighOctaneRacing.net. The schedule here, this is Sonoma Raceway, 40-lap race tonight, finishing out November and finishing out the first half of the season here in the Buschwackers Series. Next week, we'll be at Memphis International. See North Wilkesboro, Toledo, Daytona, and California. Man, a very short track heavy schedule in the back half. And then, of course, Daytona for the Frosty 200, our annual Christmas event. And that's coming up on December the 27th. We'll have more to talk about with respect to that here tonight. Some more racing headed your way this weekend. Nashville Speedway, Super Speedway, 130-lap race coming up in the Saturday Night Thunder, the Cup Series. That's coming up tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Man, the Cup Series is a lot of fun, man. It's huge strategy series here. And Nashville's going to be a good one, too. But that's flat out of a lot of side-by-side racing there. It should be a lot of fun. That's coming up at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 130-lap race from the Saturday Night Thunder at Nashville. Take a look at the track here at Sonoma. My gosh, man, it's 1.99 miles in length, and it is twisty and turny and hilly, and you name it, man. This has all the tricks in the bag. 12 turns, and it is a challenging track, man. Elevation change 160 feet there, located in Sonoma, California. It used to be called Sears Point. So Sonoma Raceway, and it is a tough one, man. It's going to be a lot of fun tonight, man. I think guys really going to have to drive the track. It's not like a Watkins Glen where you have it's Watkins Glen. I think it's an easy road course, an easier road course. But Sonoma, very, very tough here tonight with those elevation changes. About 4.5 minutes left in the practice session before we go to quals. Get a look at our grid here so far. One of the guys that looks like had dropped out, coming back in. Hopefully, looks like their connection dropped, so they'll be back. We'll be around 15, 16 drivers maybe when it's all said and done. High Octane Racing League Tough Trucks back in action on Tuesday, December the 3rd. In December, man, are we already there? 80-lap race of Michigan in the Tough Trucks. That's on Tuesday, December the 3rd, and we start actually at 8:30. Is the qual time there. I got to change the clock on that one, but that's coming up on Tuesday, and it is a for fun race. Right now, just doing some fun racing while we get some things reset in the Tough Trucks. Come on out and join us. QR code there will give you our Discord server. We were talking about the special event coming up on December the 27th. That is the Frosty 200 80-lap race from Daytona. And it's our annual Christmas special event. And I will be giving away a $25 Steam gift card to the winner of that race and 2 random drawings for $25 Steam gift cards for those who participate in that race. That's coming up on December the 27th. 80-lap race in Daytona. Thank you for coming in to TurnLeftTV. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't done so, and smash the bell. You'll get updates of when races are going live. And I appreciate all the people that come out and watch the races each and every week. Really appreciate the support. Never really thought I'd have this many subscribers and I'd be doing it this long as well. So, and it's all because you guys come out, watch the races, share them with your friends, share them on any social media platform where you can share YouTube videos. You're more than welcome to share mine here at TurnLeftTV. And grab your friends, man. Have them come in and check us out. Got some good racing going on here at High Octane Racing League and on TurnLeftTV. Keys to the race tonight. Race the track. That is numero uno. Shifting. I think it really matters when you shift here too, because with the elevation changes, you can actually break the car loose by shifting too early. Set up your passes here tonight, man. You're going to have to be patient and set up those passes and manage those tires, man. If you use these tires up, if you drive it too hard, you're going to burn the tires off this thing, and you are going to be in for a world of hurt the rest of the race. So that's my keys to the race here. Race the track, shift, makes you know when to shift. Set up your passes, make sure you're patient, and manage those tires. And it looks like we are done with the practice session, and we're headed over to the quals. Ho, ho, ho! Man, things are going fast here. Holy smokes. So headed over to quals now. You guys get 2 timed laps. That's the way it works here in the Xfinity Series. They get an out lap, 2 timed laps, and then an in lap. And it is really important that you hit your marks here in quals. And Claudio Bardelli Jr. might be the first one out on the grid. Bardelli Jr. in the 19 car. Don't forget to join him over at the Sober Tom podcast channel on YouTube. Talks all things music. He is a musician himself. He is promoting all things music, not just samba. Check him out. And he is one of our good friends here at High Octane Racing League. One of my good friends, man. Definitely want to plug his channel. Man, you see really, really hard braking there going into the S's. Up the hill. Go back to the right and then hard left here. Top of the hill. Hard right-hander here. Through the loop. Let's see where he lands. Hard right-hander here. Big loop here in the final. That's turn 10. And back to the left. Coming to the start and finish line. 1:13.612 is the time to beat now. So Claudio Bardelli Jr. is setting the standard there. Let's see where Franco Alvarez, he loves this track, man. I would expect him to be right there. Whoa, look at that, 1:11.877. My heavens, man. He said he loves this track, and it shows. Alvarez to the top of the grid. Yomar Peixoto in. Fedorov's got a lap in. Eugene Fedorov. A little bit squirrely there through the S. In the front of that car kind of jumped up a little bit. 1:11.877 is the time to beat. Vieta now to P2. Gordon Carter up to P4. Randy Merrick right now P5, showing him back in the pits there, so he must have backed off that second lap. Oh, Eugene Fedorov lifted the car off the ground on that one. 1:11.877 is the time to beat. I don't know if anybody's going to touch that one. That one is fast. Fedorov right now shown in the 9th position. Locking them up there through turn 10. $1:16.408 P7 for Eugene Fedorov. Dennis Udichin in the 47 car. Right now shown in P10. A little bit of work to do here in this 47 Toyota. Alvarez the top time. Vieta second. Bardelli Jr. third. Marizon up to P4. Gordon Carter is fifth. And he backs off that effort there. So it looks like Udichin's going to settle for P10. His starting position, unless somebody else knocks him off that. And 71, Yomar Peixoto out on the track. It's like some of those guys, Palumbo, Robillard, and Harvey have not gone out yet. Maybe they're going to start in the back, and it looks like maybe Peixoto is waved off that lap. Right now, the top time is Alvarez. So it looks like we'll wait to see if some more drivers come out here. Some of the guys that prefer to start in the back, maybe some pitting position too. Right now, the top time is Franco Alvarez. So we've got about 3 minutes left in the quals, but it looks like those guys are, for the most part, done with quals. I appreciate you guys coming in here tonight and joining me here on TurnLeftTV. And hopefully we got a good race here for you tonight. Let's get this party started. All right, we've got a qualification just about over here. We just got a few seconds left to go, and then we'll give you the final results. Thank you for joining me here on TurnLeftTV. This is Sonoma Raceway tonight in the High Octane Racing League Buschwackers Series, the Xfinity Series. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, broadcaster, commentator here at TurnLeftTV. And it is race number 5 of the season. Let's take a look at the qualification results. I think we're ready. We switched over to warm-up. The qual results. Franco Alvarez with a 1:11.877 is in P1. Art Vieta will start second. Claudio Bardelli Jr. starts in the 3rd position. Craig Marazon will start in 4th. Gordon Carter starts 5th. Givaldo Spindler will start in the 6th position. Starting in 7th is Eugene Fedorov. Starting in 8th, Wes Dean in a 5X car. Randy Merrick in the 6X will start in 9th. Dennis Yudichin will start in the 10th position. Starting in 11th will be Jomar Peixoto. Ed Palumbo starts in 12th. Todd Robillard starts 13th. Chris Harvey in the 8X will start in P14. These guys are now in the 9 minutes. 9 minutes left. It's a 10-minute warm-up. There are 9 minutes left here in the warm-up session. We get another driver joining us. See that little hitch there? Don't forget to help me out by clicking on the SimLab web link in my description of the race. If you are interested in purchasing something through SimLab, please use my link. Greatly appreciate that. Well, we haven't looked at the standings coming into tonight's race. And who knows, maybe we might have a big shakeup tonight. Standings, Claudio Bardelli Jr. has a pretty comfortable lead right now over Craig Marazon. Arthur Vieta tied with Craig Marazon for P2. Gordon Carter sits in 3rd. Gordon Carter is 4th. Franco Alvarez is 5th. Dennis Yudichin sits in the 6th position. Eugene Fedorov is 7th. Sitting in the 8th position is Givaldo Spindler. Preston Hassel is 9th. And Sean Jacobs is 10th in points. Page number 2, Raphael Sullivan not here tonight. Gaston LaCourcy raced a couple times with us, not here tonight. Those guys 11th and 12th. Ed Palumbo is 13th. Jesus Iglesias is 14th. Thiago Gomez is 15th. Ben Arsilva 16th. Dana Grover 17th. Dan Richter 18th. Alexis Salviev is 19th. And Julio Calagare is in P20. Starting in 21st is Wesley Dean. 21st in points, Wesley Dean. Steve Pierce is 22nd. And Jomar Peixoto is 23rd in points.
A lot of soul.
Got some chatters in here. Thank you so much. Who is it here? Givaldo in here kicking us off. Fireball Flash Racing. That is Dana Grover kicking us off as well. Claudio Bardelli Jr. He's out here on the grid, mixing it up. And then Cha-Cha. That's right. Steve Cha-Cha there. Beta 9-4. Mr. Beta 9-4. He is out chatting with us tonight and watching the race tonight. Good to see those guys. Good turnout here for a road course, man. 15 drivers joining us tonight. Everybody got that Thanksgiving turkey. Trying to work that off. Got about 5.5 minutes left to go. Some of our new drivers here. Chris Harvey, he's got a lot of practice in. He was pretty fast in practice, really pushing the car to the edge. You see him doing that right now here in the warm-up session. Oh, maybe a little bit too far right there. Sounds like a young guy, man. Whoa. Hey, watch out for the tires, man. They don't move. Just under 5 minutes left to go in the warm-up session. This is a tough track, man. I mean, elevation changes, it's technical. And thanks to Cha-Cha for getting this track out to us. Where's the race? Appreciate his effort. About 3 minutes left to go. Top of the grid here in the warm-up session is Arthur Vieta in the Ford car. Of our NASCAR BR drivers. Don't forget, next week we'll be at Memphis International for a 135-lap race. Following that, on December the 13th, we'll be at North Wilkesboro. Toledo follows that on December the 20th. Man, we got some short tracks. Daytona International, the Frosty 200, headed your way on December the 27th. That's a special event. And California Speedway finishes out the season on January the 3rd. Running over into 2025, man.
TurnLeftTV. 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 Cause this is gonna be a great show. Heath Johnson saying all you need to know. We got fast cars racing, hopefully you're pacing. Are you ready for some high-speed action? Step on the gas. Alright. Race fans, my heavens. My heavens. Buschwackers.
All right, boys and girls, it's about that time. It's time to get this party started. So I got my pick in tonight. It's Franco Alvarez. My pick to win this race. They were barking at me a little bit in the chat session. So there we go. My pick to win this race. Let's take a look at the starting order here tonight. Franco Alvarez starts in P1 in that 83 car. Starting in the second position will be Arctivieta in the 4. Claudio Bardelli Jr. in the third position in the 19 car. Craig Marizon starts in 4th. Gordon Carter starts in the 5th position. Givaldo Spinola starts in 6th. Eugene Fedorov starts in the 7th position. And Wesley Dean, in his first race out here with us in the Buschwackers Series, starts in 8th. Starting at 9th is Randy Merrick in the 6X car. Dennis Judichin in the 47 starts in 10th. Gilmar Peixoto starts in the 11th position. Starting in 12th is Ed Palumbo. Starting in the 13th position is Todd Robillard in the 90. Chris Harvey in the 8X starts in 14th. And Dana Grovers will start in the 15th position. What my race keys are here tonight. Race the track, baby. Make sure you know how to shift this car. Set up your passes tonight. It's going to be tough to pass. Make sure you're patient tonight as well, and manage those tires. Those are my keys to the race here at Sonoma. Sonoma, a fun track, but it is a hugely technical track with the elevation changes, just the technicality of the speed and the cornering here. And I really think this is a place you just got to race the track, man, and let things come to you. Your passes are going to, sort of work themselves out, I believe, at least from my experience at racing this track. Pit road speed tonight is 50 miles per hour. That's 80 kilometers per hour. 40-lap race. All right, here we go. Get ready, boys and girls. Let's get this party started.
Green flag, go, go, go.
Green, 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 and we're off at Sonoma. Alvarez, really hounded by Artavia there right on the start. Alvarez showing some muscle, though. Yeah, boy, everybody pretty clean there. A little contact there with Givaldo and Gordon Carter. Little door-to-door contact, and Alvarez clears Artavieta up the hill. Hard right-hander. So far, so good. Everybody's still on the track. Alvarez, the leader. Artavieta is in second. Bardelli Jr. third. Marizon is in the 4th position. Givaldo Spinola up in the 5th spot. Good qualification position for him. Good starting position. Right now running in P5 at a 68. Full aboard here with Givaldo. Tell you what, man, Givaldo, that racecraft has been getting better and better. Locking him up there a little bit going into the corner. Back off that brake bias a little bit. He's running in the 5th position. And 6th is Gordon Carter in the 56 car. Behind him is Wesley Dean in the 7th position. Todd Robillard and Chris Harvey here battling it out. Todd Robillard is running in the 13th spot as Harvey gotten around him. Running in the 14th position. We'll take a look at this pass. As Harvey takes the inside line. It looks like Robillard gave him a lot of room, and he gets by that 8X car. Taking over P13, and it looks like Robillard back to the 14th position. Peixoto did not get a good start here to this 71 car. He is off the pace right now. 14 seconds back to P14. He's running in the 15th position. Arte Vieta in the 4 car running in the 2nd position. That NASCAR BR sponsor machine, he is hounding right now Franco Alvarez. He is not letting Alvarez get away from him. Driving the wheels off this thing right now. Dana Grover here trying to get around Dennis Udichin. Grover in the 89 car. Udichin gets off track a little bit. Udichin got off track. It looks like Ed Palumbo is going to try to get by as well, and Ed Palumbo slips through. So Palumbo made that pass. Todd Robillard off of the grass a little bit. Got a new wheel, racing wheel, so he says he's got a little bit of a learning curve with that thing. Take a look at Ed Palumbo in this pass. He gets by Udichin, who is recovering after getting off into the grass a little. And the 54 gets by. Ed Palumbo now in P10. Udichin back to the 11th position. Todd Robillard here trying to gain some spots here. It looks like, Chris Harvey. Chris Harvey comes over. Chris Harvey up on his side. Holy smokes, did you see that? Let's take a look at this. Right here, Chris Harvey just hits the curb, and you see he's sideways. Well, there's flames shooting out of that thing. Holy smokes. Chris Harvey. Watch this. A little bit too much there, and leaves the ground. And mowing the grass there with the side of that car, and he rights the ship, but man, holy smoke. Chris Harvey's got some work to do now. Trying to figure out how he's going to get the right side of that car fixed. He is now running in the 18 or the 14th spot. Franco Alvarez, our leader. 3-second lead over Arte Vieta. Take a look at Randy Merrick here in the 6X car. Rolling up on Dennis Udichin. So starting to give Dennis Udichin a little bit of a headache. Is Randy Merrick. And this track will absolutely wear you out. As Udichin now all over the back of Ed Palumbo as well. Udichin sort of recovered. Palumbo got him around him, so good three-way battle here. Palumbo in 10th, Udichin 11th, and on board here with Randy Merrick running in the 12th position. And he is really working that wheel. We'll keep our eye on that battle. Take a look, Claudio Bardelli Jr. running into 3rd position. In a 19 car, he's got about 7 seconds separating he and Arte Vieta. About 11 seconds back, but 7 seconds separate he and Vieta. He's wanting to get a good finish here, but P3 probably not going to be satisfied with that. He wants to win this race. Frank Marazon, a little bit of a latecomer here tonight in his 60 car, but looks like he is pretty solid here at Sonoma. He's running in the 4th position. He's about 16 seconds back to the race leader. One of our great Michigan drivers. I bet they're getting a ton of snow up there. I think the really, really heavy snow was going to be east of them. Nonetheless, definitely getting some snow as I was watching on the forecast tonight. Eugene Fedorov here in the 84 car, running in the 8th position. Just ahead of him is Wesley Dean. Dean in the 5X car, and you're looking out of the front of Fedorov's machine at Wesley Dean. Trying to close in on Gordon Carter up there as well. His tires start to wear out a little bit. As you take a look at Gordon Carter in the 56. High Place Moving sponsor machine. He's closing in on Givaldo. Givaldo just ahead in the 5th position, and out of the back of his car, he can see Gordon Carter. Now 2 seconds separate the two of those guys. Alvarez came out early, got some practice in. He loves this track. He knows, it seems like he's so good at figuring out each and every track. He knows what he needs to do to be competitive. He knows what he needs to do to be up front and give himself a chance to win. Dana Grover here in the 89. He's running in the 9th position. 1.7 seconds separate he and Eugene Fedorov. Fedorov now starting to close in on Wesley Dean. So this is getting a little serious here. Gordon Carter picking up a spot there. It looked like Givaldo's come off course. Givaldo got a little bit wide on the corner and came off track. Take a look here. Givaldo into 68. Oh, a little bit too much speed there. He gets off in the grass. Oh, and he's trying to get it right to ship, so to speak, and he goes over to the other side of the track, and looks like Gordon Carter gets by. So Gordon Carter now in the 5th position. Givaldo is in P6. Big gap right now for the 83. Wesley Dean in the 5X car. His first race out here with us at a road course, and he is doing pretty well. He's running in the top 10 in the 7th position, and Givaldo having some more trouble. Going to lose some more spots, so Givaldo might have boogered up those tires getting off track. Definitely throws off your rhythm, and he's going to lose 2 positions there. Wesley Dean and Eugene Fedorov both getting by. And we'll take a look here and see what happened. Givaldo had some more trouble there getting off track, I believe. A little bit wide on that corner. I think those tires are probably, and into the tire barrier. And you see there goes Wesley Dean. And then Fedorov does a good job of staying out of the 68 car, and he gets by. And we're a little bit later here. We're going to see Dana Grover getting by as well. So I think Givaldo's probably going to have to hit that car. You see him locking up the right front tire there going into the corner. He's going to lose another position. He's back to the 9th spot. Is Dana Grover picking up P8? Givaldo definitely having some trouble, man. When it rains, it pours. At this track, you start boogering up the tires. Get those tires messed up. It's really, you see even the 83 locking the right front up a little bit. But one thing leads to another right here at this track. You get those tires messed up, you get them a little bit warm, get some wear a little bit off from locking them up, flat spotting them. You end up making mistakes. Get off track, it throws off your rhythm as you see the 8X trying to hang on right now. That is Chris Harvey as the leader goes by. Chris Harvey, his first race out here with us in a road course. As Alvarez puts him a lap down. Too bad we don't have a way of turning on full course cautions here at the road courses, and maybe decreasing the sensitivity. So when somebody goes off track like Givaldo did, it doesn't bring out a full course caution. or even when somebody spins around, unless it's something catastrophic, they're blocking the course, something like that. But that's why we run these caution-free races here, other than local cautions. Take a look at Franco Alvarez, 11-second lead over Arthur Vieira. Now that battle there between Vieira and Bardelli is starting to tighten up a little bit. Actually, I take that back. It's it's 12 seconds. Well, maybe it has tightened up. I'll tell you what has tightened up, and that is Bardelli's hold on Craig Marizon. Marizon can see him. Just got to hit your marks here, man. You don't pay attention to that car in front. You just hit your marks. And that guy will back up to you. Do what you need to do. Save your tires here. Don't chew them up. Bardelli Jr. has been able to open up that gap, though. It's about 2 seconds now. Almost, actually 3 seconds now on Marizon. Gordon Carter here running in the 5th position. Good run here for the 56 car. Got the windshield wiper on. Maybe we should have put this as a rain race tonight. Guys would have loved that. They would have loved that one. Is Gordon Carter here running in the 5th position. Wesley Dean in the 5X car. 3 seconds back to Gordon Carter. He's got some company, though. Just behind him is Eugene Fedorov. Fedorov sideways. Oh, he must have knew I was going to talk about him. He got sideways over that curb. Holy smokes, Eugene Fedorov. He got a little squirrely. Randy Merrick trying to get around. And it looks like maybe Uterchin's gone off track. See the dust kicking up there. So Uterchin got off track, and Randy Merrick picked up that spot. Uterchin now back to the 12th position. And Randy Merrick is in P11. Starting to get pretty serious here between Ed Palumbo and Givaldo Spindola. Ed Palumbo in the 54 to Hellman sponsor machine. Great looking car there. I think this is the best looking car that I've seen Franco crank out, man. He is such a talented painter. And, man, he just threw this one out here. I mean, this one just looks fantastic. And Palumbo with the chrome rims just making it pop tonight. Givaldo goes wide as Ed Palumbo going to get around. Oh, a little bit of a drag race there. Givaldo got back by. Claudio Bardelli Jr. having some trouble. He goes way wide right there. I guess that's not trouble. Look at this. Palumbo now in a hornet's nest. The 6X, the 68, and the 54 all racing for position. And the 54 coming out on top there. But that battle's not over. Look at that. Randy Merrick in the 6X. He tried to get around Givaldo. Three-way battle here. And Givaldo goes wide and lets those guys have it. Great looking battle there. Randy Merrick had to work for that one, man. Take a look at this. Randy Merrick on the inside line. Battling Givaldo. And he gets by. And we got 16 different camera angles, and we didn't hit the right one, did we? Fast forwarded here as the 47 car now closing in. Oh, Givaldo! Oh! Givaldo lost the front end of that car. And Uterchin picking up P11. Givaldo now back to the 12th position. 14 laps in. Scott Robillard now down one lap here in the 90s C4 Energy sponsored Camaro. Good to see Todd racing with us again here on Friday nights. Trial by fire here tonight, man. Tough first track to get back in it. He raced with us in the Truck Series on Tuesday. Good to see him back at it. Gordon Carter picking up a spot here. He's not sure what's happened to Arthur Vieta. Let's take a look and see what's going on with Arthur Vieta here. Oh, Vieta is on pit lane. That's what's going on. Arthur Vieta into 4, making a pit stop. So maybe cannot go halfway. So we might see 2 pit stops here. Chris Harvey is making a pit stop here in the 8X car. And the 83 indicating he's going to be coming down pit lane as well. Chris Harvey on pit lane. And Franco Alvarez. Whoa, man, the 6X missed that turn. So we take a look at Chris Harvey as he is on pit lane, I believe. Franco Alvarez on pit lane. You see Dennis Udichin on pit lane as well. So the race leader on pit lane. Oh, he and Udichin swapping some paint on pit lane there too. Wow. 47. And I'll tell you what, Chris Harvey on pit lane for a long time. So he must have had some damage that he was getting repaired to that machine, and that is going to hurt him. Now coming back out on track, but wow. Franco Alvarez on pit lane. The race leader. And it looks like he is finishing up his pit stop. Claudio Bardelli Jr. Not going to quite catch, I think, Franco Alvarez as Alvarez exiting the pit. And Claudio is still 7 seconds back. That just give you an idea of where Alvarez was. Take a look at here. Craig Marizon running in the third position. As we see also Chris Harvey back out on track. Marizon in the 60 car here running in P3. See that gap there, 1.7 seconds as Claudio Bardelli Jr. just ahead. And Marizon closing in here in the 60 car. It's got Dennis Udichin sandwiched in between. Marizon coming down pit lane. So Marizon didn't hear anything on the radio there, but Marizon is on pit lane. Randy Merrick also on pit lane. Looks like Merrick may have finished up his pit stop, coming back out on track. So Claudio Bardelli Jr. still out on the track, but Craig Marizon down on pit lane. We take a look here, Randy Merrick as he finished up his pit stop, coming back out on track. Yeah, it looks like Marizon will come out. Right now shown in P4. Let's see if he can hold on to that spot. He's got a little bit of a gap there. About a 5-second gap, 6-second gap there between he and Ed Palumbo. Palumbo, though, actually now on pit lane, so it looks like the 54 car taking some service. Oh, Alvarez. Whoa, what a tough entry into that hill there. Did you see that? Hit the curb. The front end of that car came up off the ground. He is not wasting any time, though. He's got a pretty comfortable lead, but he's still driving it like it's the last lap. He wants to lap everybody. Wesley Dean saying he's having trouble into pits, that he doesn't have a wheel mapped, I think, to turn the tires on. That's a little strange. So Wesley Dean cannot get his crew to change his tires. As you see Alvarez getting around Gordon Carter. Now Gordon Carter is one lap down. Wesley Dean coming back out here in the 5X car. Alvarez starting to roll through some lap traffic now. As you see Dana Grover just ahead. Grover in the 6th position, the last car on the lead lap. And Alvarez sees an opening and gets around. Picking him up and putting him down right now is Franco Alvarez. Take a look at Dennis Schudertson gaining a spot here as Givaldo is on pit lane. And 83 now all over the back of the 5X, and he gets around. Take a look at P2. P2 is Claudio Bardelli Jr. in the 19 car. Talked a little bit about him earlier in qualifications. Has his own YouTube channel, and that is the Sober Tom Podcast on YouTube. So check that out. Like I said, he talks all things music. And he is on pit lane, it looks like now, talking all things 4 tires and gas. Halfway, and I don't know if you can make it the rest of the way if you're pitting this early. We'll see. That's a pretty tall order. So Bardelli Jr. coming down pit lane. Very interesting. Maybe he thought I was talking about him. Wanted to get in here and pump up his podcast. That's going to give that position to Archie Vieta here in the 4 car. He's now running in P2. Claudio Bardelli Jr. on pit lane, shown in 3rd, but I think Marizon may actually end up getting that spot. We'll see. Well, it does look like Bardelli Jr. just ahead, so Bardelli Jr. on the fresher tires may have an advantage now here on Marizon, as Marizon had closed in on him. You see Bardelli Jr. just ahead in that 19 car. Todd Robillard has quietly worked his way up to the 7th position in that 90 car. Fell back early in the race. He started near the back and has slowly worked his way up to the 7th position. And it does look like he is going to be coming down pit lane, so he'll be giving up some of those spots. So it does look like on board here with Todd Robillard, as you see, is getting through the S's. He's going to set himself up for his hard right-hander that is the exit or the entrance of pit lane. Just trying to keep this thing straight on the track. As you see the pit entrance coming up right here. Get an idea of what it's like to come down pit lane here at Sonoma. Easy to speed here, man. Timing line. Tight corral here. And you just got to be patient, man. It's a little bumpy on pit lane as well. There we go. Todd Robillard in his pit box. Well, I suspect some of these guys are going to have to come back down pit lane again, and that includes the 83. Just don't think they're going to be able to make it the distance here with 18 laps to go. We're just past halfway. Mark is shown in the second position in that 4 car. This guy always seems to find a way to get that car up front. It doesn't matter whether it's a road course or a short track or a super speedway, mile and a half, whatever the case may be. The 4 car is always in contention. Unless something takes him out of contention, with a wreck or something like that, or a speeding penalty. He did have one earlier this year at a race, and those things happen. Just kind of solidifies that he is human. But he seems to always be up front, man. And just the racing talent that guy has is it's hard to match, that's for sure. This battle here between Marizan and Bardelli is pretty tight. Just about a second separate the two. Bardelli Jr. just ahead, and Marizan running in the 4th position in this Magpul Dynamics number 60 car. And he is closing in on Bardelli. And just ahead is Todd Robillard. Now Robillard is 1 lap down in the 11th position. So this is where you got to really concentrate on the track, man. I know it's easy to start looking at the back of that car. You're to close in, seeing it getting smaller, getting a little bit bigger, whatever the case may be. And you just got to race the track. Hopefully the guy ahead of you is not doing the same thing, and he's going to make some mistakes. So this is a good battle here. We'll keep our eye on that battle. Dana Grover has worked his way up to P5, so good top 5 run here for the Toyota Trax VR sponsor machine. Racing from the Trax VR facility tonight. Got a big crowd there watching him, I'm sure. That make me nervous, man. I mean, I've been racing for 25 years. Over that, actually. Probably close to 30 years, man. And, this would make me nervous if I had a bunch of guys standing there watching me. It'd be hard, especially at this track. Got to set the bar low at this track, man. Just behind him is Gordon Carter. A couple of Canadians here duking it out. Gordon Carter into 56. The guys duking it out there from the great country of Canada. Doesn't look like that Grover's a little bit faster off the corners. Oh, he missed that corner right there. Wow, he missed that one, and Gordon Carter's closed in. Boy, a little bit of a hiccup there, and this is a battle now. Gordon Carter closed in, and he is all over the back of the 89 car. On board here with the 89 as we take a look at a 6th position car. Gordon Carter in the 56. And this is a tight battle. This is another situation where you just want to hit your marks, man. Regardless of who you are, you want to hit your marks. You want to be that guy up front. Don't look in the rearview mirror. Just hit your marks. And the guy behind, don't look at the back end of that car. Hit your marks here at this track. A little bit of hiccup on braking and tighten this battle up between the two of these guys. Great battle here. 89 and the 56. 89 locking them up there. Now Red's got a big lead. Looks like Grover has opened up a little bit of a gap there on on Gordon Carter. We'll take a look at our side-by-side view. Alvarez has got a massive lead here tonight at Sonoma. He got a lot of practice laps in. See that battle there from P5 starting to tighten up a little bit. About 7/10 separate the two of those guys. 26 laps in, as now looks like Alvarez starting to roll up on some lap traffic. Marizan and Bardelli. Marizan in the 60 as Alvarez goes to the outside. As Bardelli Jr. wants to hold on to that lead lap, but I don't know if I'd overdrive this car. Is he going to let Bardelli, or Bardelli's going to give him some room and give him that spot? So we got another great battle. Take a look at Bardelli and Marizan. Carter and Grover, this battle is not going to go away right now, baby. On board here with Gordon Carter. Trying to close back in on Dana Grover. He's got a run right there. Wow. Big run there on Dana Grover. Eugene Fedorov running into 7th position here in his 84 car. Kind of out there by himself a little bit. He's wedged in between Gordon Carter and Ed Palumbo. Palumbo about 8 seconds back, 7.8 seconds back to Eugene Fedorov. Fedorov about 11 seconds back to Gordon Carter. And at 89, Dana Grover indicating he's going to be pitting this time by as Gordon Carter is starting to close in about half a second back. And Grover does indicate that he's going to be coming down pit lane. Oh, Gordon Carter missed his corner. Missed his corner, and now Dana Grover has opened up a gap on him. But he is going to be coming down pit lane. So the 89, you see him peeling off the track to come down pit lane here. Now Trax VR sponsored Toyota. And Gordon Carter is going to follow him. So interesting here, both those guys pitting together. So be kind of curious to see how those guys come out of pit lane. You watch Gordon Carter on pit lane. Is Franco Alvarez our leader? A little bit slower pit stop there for Gordon Carter, and he's got it's about 5.5 seconds back to Dana Grover, I believe. Take a look at Dana Grover in the 8th position. Gordon Carter in P9. Take a look at Chris Harvey here. He's had some trouble, I believe, tonight here. A little bit of trouble here in his first race out here at a road course with us. 3 laps down in the 14th position. 8X, he's making a pit stop. Wesley Dean in the 5X car, running in P13. Givaldo Spinola running in the 12th position. He's also 3 laps down, so those two guys on the same lap. Archie Vieta starting to roll up here as Vieta running in the 3rd position, and you see the 68 giving him a lot of room. About 3 seconds separate Marizan and Vieta. Bardelli Jr. is running in the 4th position. He's only about 3 seconds back to Archie Vieta. Alvarez on pit lane with just 10 to go. He comes out just ahead of Dennis Juderchin. Now I wonder if these other guys have to come down to pit lane here like the 60, whether he can make it the rest of the way or not. Vieta just pitted, so I think he might be able to make it the rest of the way. And this battle here between Marizan and Vieta is tightening up. This is battle for the 2nd position. Craig Marizan in P2. And Vieta to the inside as Marizan peels off the track to come down pit lane. He snookered us. I didn't hear anything on the radio, and he snookered us a little bit. As now Vieta up to P2. Marizan on pit lane. Bardelli Jr. I got to wonder what's going to go on with him. He is now in the 3rd position. Marizan on pit lane in P4. Ed Palumbo letting Bardelli Jr. go by. Alvarez back out on track after making a pit stop. Coming up on Todd Robillard. Robillard in the 90 car. Alvarez really working that wheel. My heavens, man. Down to the inside. Oh, wow. Not wasted any time there. Rico Alvarez absolutely loves this mod, and that it shows too. I mean, no matter what track he comes to, he's competitive. He practices throughout the week, knows what he needs to do. He knows these cars really well, how they behave, how the setup behaves, and it shows. Vieta in 2nd, Bardelli 3rd, Marizan 4th, Dana Grover in the 5th position. As you see the 6X. Randy Merrick on pit lane. There are temp cars running in the 9th position, showing 2 laps down. Take a look at Ed Palumbo, man. He's running in the 8th spot. As now Robillard up to P9. 54, Ed Palumbo, and Hellman-sponsored Chevy Camaro. Randy Merrick looks like he's retired his machine. Tough break there for Randy. Take a look at the 7th place car. That is Eugene Fedorov in the 84. He sent me another paint scheme. He said, I can't ride around here with the girl on the hood. I've got kids who watch the races now. Well, we got to get one last hurrah in, don't we? We got to get one last hurrah in. There we go. There we go. One last look before she goes bye-bye. Gordon Carter in the 56, running in the 6th position. about 4.5 seconds down to Dana Grover. So after pit stops, that thing is that gap has widened quite a bit. I mean, they were nose to tail there for a while. Grover came down pit lane, and Gordon Carter stayed out on the track. But after pit stops shook out, pretty good separation between those guys. So looking at just about 5 seconds separating P5 and P6. Take a look at that gap there. "34 laps in." Closing it down, and this doesn't last too long here, man. So we're straight up green flags. Don't go full course caution, so that certainly helps. And take a look at Alvarez has a huge lead over P2, and that is Artur Vieira. Just give you an idea of how Alvarez feels about these road courses. He loves them. Now closing in on Claudio Bardelli Jr. Looks like we do have Wesley Dean is on pit lane. Bardelli Jr. letting him go, and Wesley Dean on pit lane here late in the race, taking service. Dennis Unichin trying to close in on Todd Robillard. Unichin running in the 10th position. Robillard is in 9th. And we're starting to tighten it up here. Unichin in the Toyota, number 47 car, on board here with him as he seems to be closing in on Robillard, who's just ahead. That C4 Energy sponsor machine. You see Unichin taking that wide angle in there, and he really closes in on Todd Robillard. This is a good battle here on the track. Robillard in the C4 Energy Camaro, running in the 9th position. Unichin is in 10th. About a second separate the two of these guys. Here on lap 36, up the hill to the right. A little bit of lap traffic in the way. On board here with Todd Robillard as he's catching Givaldo at a really awkward spot. And that's going to cause this to tighten up a little bit, I think. Unichin's going to use that opening. And now it is tightened up. Now down to 7/10, half a second now. Good battle here between the 90 and the 47. As we go back up here with Franco Alvarez. 37 laps in. We'll take a look at this battle side by side. It's Todd Robillard in the 9th position in the 90 car, but Franco Alvarez is there. See if we can get out a look at him. Now Robillard's opened up a little bit of a gap there on Unichin. Oh, Unichin missed that corner. Whoa! Unichin missed the corner. Boy, he had a ton of speed going in, and he really missed the corner, and that's going to widen that gap out. And that may be all she wrote there for that battle. Robillard now has a 1.3 second gap on Unichin. Unichin kind of went for broke on that. Missed the corner, slid off the track. As here we are with 3 laps to go. Take a look here as Unichin goes off track right there. And I think he missed the track earlier. Went wide there. I thought he came off track as he came up the hill. Definitely tightened him up right there on the he definitely tightened him up there earlier, and I think he just missed that corner. Franco Alvarez across the start-finish line. He'll have 2 to go. It's all over but the shouting, I think, right now for Alvarez. He has shown these guys how to drive this track. Get a little cocky now, doing some burnouts. Got to be careful. Fat lady not singing yet. We got 2 laps to go for Franco Alvarez. Vieta is in second. Bardelli Jr. is in the third position. Craig Marizon is fourth. Dana Grover in the 5th spot. Grover has been able to open up that gap on Gordon Carter. Really, really tight battle. Got down to about 4/10 of a second, but since pit stops, Dana Grover has been able to open that gap to 2.7 seconds. Franco Alvarez, we got 1 to go. He crosses the line. One lap to go for Franco Alvarez. Archivita second, Bardelli Jr. third, Marizon fourth, Grover is fifth. Carter, Fedorov, Palumbo, Robillard, and Unichin rounding out the top 10 here on the final lap. Oh, we got a cluster of cars up front, too. A little bit of dust kicking up here. Got to be careful. Got to be careful here as Gordon Carter and Dana Grover got into a little bit of a scuffle. Take a look at there as, there was some contact there with Givaldo. And Gordon Carter slips through. Holy smokes. As we go back here to Franco Alvarez coming off the final corner is going to win this race. Franco Alvarez, Indy 83, gets the win. So congratulations to Franco Alvarez on getting the win. And we have some more kerfuffling going on at the end. Take a look at this. Right here as Unichin tried to slip through. Unichin slipping through and taking that spot. Late race pass there as it looked like Robillard had gotten in trouble. So a couple good passes there toward the end. Take a look at this one with Gordon Carter and Dana Grover. Look at this at the end. And Carter right there to pounce. Wow. So a great job to the 83 on getting the win. And another big one for Franco Alvarez. So great job to Franco Alvarez, man, getting the win. Holy smokes. Who saw that one coming? Everybody. And let's see what the results are here tonight. Franco Alvarez gets the win. Archer Vieira finishes in P2. Claudio Bardelli Jr. finishes in the third position. Craig Marizano finishes fourth. Gordon Carter, late race pass there for him, finishes in P5. Dana Grover finishes in the sixth position. Eugene Fedorov, with the lucky lady on board, finishes in seventh. Ed Palumbo finishes in eighth. Then Shooter in ninth. Gets around Todd Robillard with a last lap pass there and picking up the ninth position. Robillard finishes in 10th. Finishing in 11th is Wesley Dean. Givaldo Spindola finishes in the 12th position. Chris Harvey finishes in 13th. Randy Merrick is 14th. And Gilmar Peixoto finishes in the 15th position. So congratulations to Franco Alvarez on getting the win here at Sonoma. And a good run there for him tonight. Dominating performance. We'll see if we can't get him up in the broadcast booth with us. All right, we're joined down here in the booth, up here in the booth, over here in the booth, with Franco Alvarez, the king of the road course. Congratulations. What a dominating performance here at Sonoma.
Hey, Mr. Johnson, how you doing?
Hey,
yeah,
I'm doing great, man.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, that was a great show from the number 83 Model 1 Chevrolet. Really good performance from quality and the race, good strategy, good pit stops. Everything went great today.
Well, you had a pretty good little battle there early on with Vieira and Bardelli Jr. You knew those guys were going to be tough, but I had a feeling you were super confident at this track going in. I could just tell the way you were driving, and even at, in the last 2 or 3 laps, you were drifting it a little bit, playing a little cocky with us. What was the confidence level from your perspective?
Well, man, the road courses are my bread and butter. That's what I've been doing for 10 years, so I am extremely confident at them. That's literally my cup of tea. Like, that's where I feel the best driving, so that's where the confidence came through. And yeah, just having a great time, trying to push as hard as I could every single lap, and thankfully 0 mistakes through the whole race. So yeah, I'm really happy with the result.
It seemed like the biggest challenge may have been a little bit of the traffic, the lap traffic, as you weaved your way through there. But everybody seemed to be, for the most part, pretty track aware. Seeing somebody coming up behind him that was going to put him a lap down and let him have that spot. Was that your perspective as well?
Yeah, everybody played really nice today. They gave space each and every time I came through, and sometimes where I catch them on tough places where they can't get away, like they can't go away from the racing line because there's no other place to go. I just will stay there and be patient and wait for them for a couple of corners. So yeah, not a big deal today. And also we had a pretty good lead, so there was zero reason to risk anything with them. So.
Well, a tough track. A lot of guys, I think, going into this didn't feel very confident about the track. The elevation changes, the technicality of the track. We had a pretty decent-sized field for a road course too. But I think attitude is everything when you come to a track. Really confident in your ability to be able to navigate around this track as well. You got a pretty easy one next week. You got Memphis. Any thoughts on that track? Short track, medium short track, I guess. Any thoughts on that track coming up next week?
Well, the short track program for this Mobile 1 Chevrolet has been amazing. We won at Madison, we won at Phoenix, and we won recently at Bristol as well. So yeah, we're really confident to get the 4th in a row there and just try to keep reducing the distance to the elite championship leader. We're trying to get the championship. We need to keep winning, keep trying to get points. And yeah, that's the main goal. Get the 4th in a row and just try to keep this ball rolling.
I think once we go back to the short track, go back to the ovals per se, but just the short track, that puts a lot of other guys in the field there in play, and that's Vieira, Bardelli, Marizan's good, and also Palumbo too. Todd Robillard's back. Those guys were all pretty good at short tracks. What's your game plan?
My game plan is keep it clean like we've been doing. We had extremely good execution recently, great strategies, and maybe just try to push really hard and not make mistakes. Like last week at Phoenix, we won the race because we passed Vieira with 10 laps to go. So it's not easy to do by any means. So we need to keep it really tight, really, keep doing a good job, and the results will keep coming.
Well, hey, congratulations. Best of luck to you next week, and another win in the books there for the Mobile One sponsored team, and wish you the best of luck the rest of the season, too.
Thank you very much. Another win for the team, 3 in a row. That's our record at the moment. We're trying to grow it next week. We never got 4 in a row, so yeah, that's the next goal. I'm so happy to see another road course on the calendar. I hope we see more in the future, at least one per season. That's my wish. So yeah, thanks for the reward again. I'll see you guys next week.
All right, good luck, man.
Thank you.
It's Franco Alvarez joining us up here in the booth. Always a good interview. He knows exactly what he needs to do next week for a race win. So you have to keep your eyes open for the race next week. That is Memphis. Should be a great run. And you take a look, Memphis International 135 lap race coming up next week. Well, we got some more racing headed your way this weekend. Tomorrow night, we'll be at Nashville for a 130-lap race. That's right, Nashville Super Speedway. What a fun track, man. Race number 5 of the season in the Cup Series. It's the Saturday Night Thunder, man. This series has been going on since 2001. That's right. That's how old this series is. And I was with them in 2001, so excited to keep this tradition going on. 23 years in. And here we are, racing Nashville, 130-lap race tomorrow night in the Cup Series. Race number 5 of the season. Don't forget, we got a special event, very, very special event coming up on December the 27th, right here in the Buschwackers Series, the Xfinity Series at Daytona, 80-lap race for the Frosty 200. It's coming up on December the 27th. Excited for this one. And going to give away 3 Steam gift cards, 1 to the winner and 2 random drawings for participants in this race. Should be a fun one. And that's Daytona, 80-lap race, the Frosty 200 on December the 27th. Tonight's race has been brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you are interested in an rFactor 2 server, there are 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from. That's EliteHostingUSA.com. You want to host your website, your online store? How about some VPS hosting or shared web hosting? Those also available through EliteHostingUSA.com. High Octane Racing League Tough Trucks will be back in action for another fun race. 80-lap race from Michigan. It's coming up on December the 3rd, and racing actually will start at 8:30 versus 9. I haven't changed the clock on that one, but I will. So that should be fun. A lot of fun last week. And we'll have another, that was Talladega, I believe, last week. So we'll have another great track here at Michigan. Whoever wins the race gets to pick the next track. How about that? Well, congratulations to Franco Alvarez on getting the win here tonight at Sonoma. Appreciate everybody joining me here on TurnLeftTV. Thank you so much for your support. And don't forget that thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so. And smash that bell. You get updates when races are going live. That's going to do it for me tonight, boys and girls. I am out of here.
To your butts, cause this is gonna be a great show. Heath Johnson saying all you need to know. We got fast cars racing, hopefully you're pacing. Are you ready for some high-speed action? Step on the gas. Alright. Race fans, my heavens. My heavens. Buschwackers.